Hi guys, Dead Rails just dropped a brand new update. Let's check it out. As you can see, we have these brand new guns and we have every single gun from the game, and we're going to be testing. Now, not all of these guns are updated, and like they're still working on it and they're gradually going to update every single one. But here are some of the new ones and they look pretty insane. Just look at that animation. So every time when you pick up a brand new gun, there's going to be this really cool animation. So let me just drop it and then I'm going to pick it up and just look at that cool animation. Now, as you can see, when we move our hand, there's like this really cool motion. We can also aim our gun now, and here's what it looks like when shooting. So we have like proper animations for all the guns. Let me just quickly grab some ammo, and then we're gonna reload, and just look at that. Now, this adds so much feel to the game, like it feels so much better. And as you can see, as we're sprinting, we can, and if you start shooting, then you can no longer sprint. And also when you're aiming down, you can't sprint. But as you can see, like when you reload, there's like really depth added to the game, and I really like it. And here we have the revolver. So these are like the previous guns, but they just updated the models, so now it feels like completely different gun. And every new gun has like these animation for reloading and everything, and we have these animation for sprinting. So yeah, as you can see, if we have a revolver, I think it looks pretty cool, and I'm really happy to see this being added to the game. Like it's giving this game an entire different feel. Also, apparently, the new guns are gonna be like more hard to control. Like you can't just straight up like aim at something and start shooting at them. Now it's gonna be working a bit differently, and we're gonna be testing that in a moment. But as you can see, here's what it looks like when now this is the Sawed-Off Shotgun Game Pass gun. As you can see, it feels completely different, and it has this really cool reload animation where it like adds every single shell into the barrel. And then here are the old guns. As you can see, when compared to those new ones, they look kind of trash. And don't get me wrong, but this, like the new animation, I personally like it. But for some people, they're going to miss the classic vibe of the previous guns. So I totally get it. Some people will like really hate the new system and some are going to love it. So far we have Navy Revolver that's updated, Revolver, Sawed-Off Shotgun, and then we have this Elephant Rifle that's being updated, and we have the Bolt Action Rifle, and that's also updated. And I think the Shotgun was also updated. We're going to test that and we're going to see. So as you can see, these are some of the old guns, like the Firebird gun, and then we have the Flintlock gun. So that wasn't updated, but here we have the brand new Bolt Action Rifle, and as you can see, it's updated. We can aim it, we have animations and everything. So let me just quickly sprint with it, as you can see. So that's the sprint animation. And now let's go ahead and reload, and as you can see, it sort of puts in like the magazine into the barrel up there. Okay, so for some reason, even though I'm standing, it still has this running animation. So it's a little buggy and kind of a little bit broken right now. So I don't know why it's happening, but don't worry, it's going to be fixed. And then here we have the rifle. I would have loved to see this being updated, but they sadly didn't update the rifle. Like I use it most of the time in the game, but sadly it's not updated, so I might have to switch to the bolt action rifle. And then as you can see, these are the previous ones, the guns that weren't updated. And then here we have the shotgun. Oh yeah, so the shotgun is updated, as you can see. So we have the motion when we move our cursor around, and apparently when you're aiming down, your shots are going to be more precise. As you can see, when I'm not aiming down, like the spread is a lot bigger. So as you can see, if we shoot like that, and then if I don't shoot, so as you can see, there's like a clear difference when shooting. Now it's going to be a bit randomized, but there's clearly a difference. All right, let's put these guns to the test. Now, I would have loved to see this like in this spinning animation every single time upon equipping the gun, but sadly, it's only the first time when you pick up the gun, and then you just kind of take it out of your backpack. So as you can see, this really cool animation. So the game kind of feels entirely different, and you can't like speedrun shoot everything like we used to kind of jump into the town and start shooting and bashing around. But sadly, it's no longer like that. You have to kind of be more precise, as you can see. So sometime when you shoot, it's gonna miss. You have to kind of aim down on enemies to be able to shoot them more easily. But it's still pretty inaccurate, as you can see. Like before, you could just simply aim at something and shoot and they would die. But now it's not like that anymore. And finally, there's one more thing. So now in the game, there's going to be a bite-sized game mode. So what this game mode is exactly like the Halloween update, where the entire map is kind of shrink down to 40,000 meters instead of 80. So as you can see, you can select it up here, and then at around 20, you'll encounter the castle. Usually it was at 40 when you were playing in the normal game mode, but with this one, and you're going to get 5 bonds instead of 10 for completing the game. And at just 40,000, and there's going to be the final outpost, as you can see there. So except for that, there's no no like major change to the game mode. Now they made it so that it's easier to complete the game. So this is going to be like really good for people that don't have like really long play session times. And now completing 80 kilometers would take about like 40 minutes to an hour. But now with this game mode, you can easily complete it in like about 20 to 30 minutes. And that's by even like playing pretty casually, I think. And so this is going to be really good for people that don't have long play sessions. So you can easily hop into the game, play a single round, and then you're good to go. So there we have it. That's everything new in this update. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye.